Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Em and happy Halloween. I am so excited for Halloween. I've been excited for Halloween since like July. So today it's finally Halloween and honestly the atmosphere is perfect. That we have a huge storm at the moment. We have a blue moon tonight. It's just perfect Halloween atmosphere, and I am going to be doing, as you probably see from the title, a 24-hour readathon. Honestly, I am more excited about this 24-hour readathon than I have been any previous 24-hour readathon. I always wanted to do 4-hour readathon on Halloween night, okay? I always wanted to do it. I thought it would be peak spooky scary vibes, but last year all my family were over from England and I just didn't get any time to read or vlog or do anything last October, so I definitely made up for it with plenty of vlogs this year, and this is going to be my Halloween readathon. It is now 7 in the morning. The dedication that it took for me to get up at 7 in the morning a Saturday in this rainy dark weather. Like, I literally have my lamp on so that you can actually see me. It's that dark, like the sun hasn't even risen yet. And yeah, the readathon starts at 8, so in a couple minutes, and I'm going to show you my TBR because I'm so excited for these books. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have picked 2 horror books. I have never read a horror book in my life. The closest I got to a horror book was The Bone Houses, which is a YA kind of fantasy horror thing. These are 2 out and out YA horror books, and I'm really excited, and I feel like because today is Halloween it won't scare me. It probably will, but I'm gonna be brave anyways. Okay, so the first book on my TBR is Horrid by Katrina Leno. I am so excited to read this book. I actually started it last night because I could not wait, and I know I didn't need to start it last night, but I did, and it's such a fast read. So this is going to be my first read. This is about this mother and daughter who moved to this like manor, which was the mother's house that she grew up in. After like Jane's father dies. So Jane's our main character, and weird things keep happening in the manor and creepy things keep happening, but only Jane can see them. Like, I'm sure Ruth can see them too, but she's not acknowledging them. As you can see on the cover, I was kind of confused as to like what the cover was. I know what the cover is. She keeps like finding these roses. Like the mother was like, no, I don't see any roses, I don't smell any roses, when they came back into the house, and then there was like a huge, like overwhelming scent of roses. There was a huge bush of roses, and then the mother chopped them all off because she obviously has some sort of history with them. And then the next day they were back, but they were all black and they were in their bed. Do you know what? No, it's too scary. I'm getting scared.
It's dark in here and I'm actually scared right now.
But last night when I was reading, I actually made it up to page 102, which I wasn't expecting to do. I only wanted to like read a chapter or 2 so that I'd be into the book, because sometimes the starts of books takes me a little while to get into because I need to figure things out and everything like that. But I ended up reading 102 pages, so there's only like 322, so I've got 200 pages left. I'm going to start this at 8 o'clock. Other horror book that I have is Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesare. This is again a very popular one on BookTube, on Bookstagram, whatever. I'm really excited. This is about a clown in a cornfield. Honestly, I don't know how scary this will be. I've heard from some people that do read horror quite often that it isn't that terrifying because it seems very far-fetched, which honestly suits me fine because I don't need to be terrified with things that are actually going to happen. Although if a little clown comes trick-or-treating on my door tonight, smack, the 300-page mark, and it just seems terrifying. Honestly, I thought that this would be more terrifying, but I'm kind of liking the vibe of this one more, which is weird. So there's my 2 horror books, and then I have 2 more books, but one of them is on Scribd, and it is The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. This is going to be, it's like a middle grade Halloween story. It's a short enough book. I tried to get a physical copy of it, but it was so expensive for like a 100-page book, and I found it on Scribd, so it sounds good to me. And it's about like these kids who are dared to go to this like man's house because they think it's haunted. I don't know. The last book that I have on my TBR is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. This is a reread. I read this last year. I think I got it for like one of the Christmas wishlist exchanges that I did last year. So I read it in November, but I want this to be like a tradition that I read this every Halloween because it has peak cozy pumpkin fall autumn Halloween vibes. What I remember from it is I liked it, but I didn't love it, you know, like the vibes were amazing, but the story itself was kind of like mediocre. If I miraculously finish these 4 books, I will pick up another spooky book, but honestly I have no idea if I will, if I won't. As I said before, this readathon goes from 8 AM today, which is in like a couple minutes, so I really gotta speed up, to 8 AM tomorrow. But tonight, like when I go to bed, I'm not gonna be waking up before 8 AM. So yeah, I'm going to read until I go to sleep tonight. I am hoping to stay up late, but I don't know. I have a couple other activities planned, like we are going to carve a pumpkin. Very excited. I have my costume. I don't know if any of you guys Hi, what's your costume? You a pumpkin? I am dressing up, but we're not going anywhere, but I am dressing up, and depending on how I'm getting with my reading, we will be probably watching a spooky movie too, which accounts for, you know, the Halloween vibes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna give Misty some attention and love, and I'm going to start reading. I am so excited. Oh my goodness, I hope you enjoy. I hope you're joining. I did put on my Instagram and a lot of people are joining, so if you're joining, thank you. I hope you have fun. Let me know down in the comments how it went and what you read, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, so you know when I said that this book wasn't scary? I was very wrong. This is scary. I think the start of the book just wasn't that scary, but now good old me left myself to get the real scary parts now. Okay guys, I'm on page 199 and it's 8:45, so in the past 45 minutes I've read like 80 pages, which is honestly crazy. This is such a fast book to read, but this is freaking terrifying. Oh my god, like this is probably the scariest book that I've read ever in my lifetime, but I'm so close to the end now. I just have to read it to see what happens, so I don't think I'm getting up until I finish this book, but I don't know, I could change my mind because I'm getting hungry. Okay guys, it is now 9:46 in the morning. I have just finished Horrid by Katrina Leno. This is definitely a 5 out of 5 star book. It was so eerie, so atmospheric, so scary. Like I definitely think this was the scariest book I've ever read, but in a good way. It had such an unsatisfactory ending, but honestly I didn't hate it because usually I'm a huge fan of a really happy, satisfying ending that just gives you all of the answers that you wanted throughout the whole book. This definitely did not have that. You were left at the end wondering what had happened, what was real, what was not real, but it was so amazing and I actually really liked the ending, and I was worried that I wouldn't. I literally read this book so fast, like for a 320 page book. I got through it really fast. It was amazing. Like I wasn't as scared as I thought it would be, and this is probably like one of the scariest books. So maybe I'm actually like not such a wimp for scary books. Like who knows, maybe I'll read it. I'm joking, I wouldn't. I have my cup of coffee right now and a blueberry muffin. We're going to get our shopping delivery in a couple minutes, so I will help with that, putting it away and everything like that. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting to finish Horrid at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was, you know, expecting to maybe finish at about 5 o'clock tonight, so we're on track. I'm really happy that I managed to read this book though and not be absolutely terrified. I would definitely recommend picking this up for spooky season. Like, I know today is technically like the last day of spooky season, but I would just recommend picking this up anyways because it's really amazing. The Owl Crate edition, and there's nothing like on the dust jacket, but here's the cover, which is pretty, but under the cover there's like the picture of the house, and how amazing is that? I think it's so pretty and beautiful, and I'm so excited to pick this up. This is going to be even more scary. I feel like this is going to be like a jump scare kind of like slasher, whereas this was more like an eerie ghost kind of story. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know, but I'm excited nonetheless. Hello. Yes, I am lying down. It is 12 p.m. I took a quick break to do the shopping, and then I'm watching Books with Chloe's new vlog because it's a 24-hour readathon vlog, and sometimes those make me so much more motivated to do my own readathon. So I have picked up Clown in a Cornfield. I know that the dust jacket isn't on here, plus my hair looks like, I don't know what it looks like. So far it's definitely quite fun. It's giving me the vibes of like small town kind of creepy horror slasher vibes, but I'm honestly really excited, and there's so much like mystery and things going on, and I'm really excited. We haven't met the clown yet, we haven't seen the clown yet, but I've heard that the start is a little bit slow, but that's okay. So I'm really excited to keep reading. It's not as fast a read as Horrid, but honestly Horrid was such a fast read. I don't even know where I got the motivation to do that. So I'm gonna read possibly to page like 100, and then possibly read Pumpkinheads because I want to kind of keep motivated as much as I can. I'm also going to go for a walk before it gets darker and before like all the Halloween people come out, and before I get dressed into my Harry Styles costume, and we're gonna watch some spooky movies tonight, so that's very exciting. Hello guys, it is now 12:55 and I want to just give you a little update. I was kind of quiet in my updates because there was like things going on around my house, but I'm gonna give like a proper update right now. So, Horrid, 5 out of 5 stars. I know I've already talked about this, but I feel like I just need to talk more because this was honestly one of the best books I've ever read. Like, it was so spooky, so eerie, so atmospheric, so perfect. Our main character Jane suffers with anger issues, which it's not something that I identify with. What happens to Jane when she feels like an overwhelming sense of anger is she eats books. Like, she actually tears the pages off, eats them, digests them. Well, I don't know if they digest, but she swallows them. And that was quite weird to read about, but quite interesting to read about because it kind of like went back in her family history, and it went into those kind of things, and I liked how it was just kind of like seamlessly thrown in there as just a part of the story, which I really liked. I was expecting to be more scared at this book. Like, I was scared while I was reading it, but I'm just so happy that I've read it because it was amazing. Like, amazing. Okay, so Clown in a Cornfield is going to be my second read. This is moving a little bit slower than Horrid did, but it's not a slow read. It's just because Horrid was such a fast read that I was like, nothing's gonna be as fast of a read as that book. So I'm on page like 60 something. Really good so far, really kind of like eerie and setting the tone for kind of like the slasher vibes. We've got like this group of kids, and in the prologue something has happened, like this girl has died, but I think like she just like, I don't think she was murdered, but she just dies. And then we go a year later, and Quinn, who's our main character, has now just moved to this town after her mother died, but they're not going into what happened to her mother, so something really mysterious must have happened. Really interesting, really setting the tone for like a small town, Midwest, like creepy book, and I'm really excited to keep reading. I've heard that around the 60-80 page mark things get good, and I'm on page like 65 right now. I've taken my breaks. I am going to get transformed into Harry Styles in a little while. I also need to carve a pumpkin, but not right now. So right now I'm going to sit on my couch and read another little bit of this book. Hello guys, I have done my makeup. Do we like? I honestly haven't had like a full face of makeup in like months. The last time I think was like July when I went out to dinner. Like, that was it. That was back when restaurants were open. Like, remember those times? This is my Harry Styles makeup. I didn't do too much. I just did like pink and gold on my eyes. I don't know if that's specific to Harry Styles or anything. I did an Insta live as I got ready because I felt like, you know, with people taking part in the readathon, it'd be fun to do that. I will show you the sneak peek of my costume that I showed my Instagram. Elton John who? Like, hi guys, it is a lot later right now. I'm in my Harry Styles outfit. I haven't read any more since, but I have done a full photo shoot, edited the photos that I took and uploaded them to Instagram, so go check out my Instagram, it will be linked down below. I'm really excited because I honestly love this like outfit so much, like not even just as like a Halloween costume, but like as an outfit itself. Amazing. This shirt is a little bit scratchy, so I don't think I'll be staying in it all night, but for now I will be. I'm going to hopefully read another couple chapters of Clown in a Cornfield. Please ignore them TP in the background, and then I don't know, I kind of want to pick up a different book. I might read Pumpkinheads right now because I'm losing a little bit of steam, you know. Okay, so it is 3:24. Misty is behind me. So I have reached chapter 5, which is page 82. Both of the books that I've read today have such a similar vibe. Like, I know they're both like horror, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that in both of them, one parent has died, and then the child and the other parent move to like this creepy fucking house in the middle of nowhere in this small town, and both of the books have the same setting, and I'm kind of figuring out that that is something that I absolutely adore to read about. It also kind of makes me sad, but like I like it. You get me? Right, I am going to keep reading right now. I'm loving this book so much. Again, not as fast a read as I would have hoped, but I'm going to read up to like chapter 10 and then pick up another book. The other book that I kind of want to get to, but it's like a 600-page book, is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I was too scared to read this any other time, but I'm feeling brave today. So if I do manage to finish this soon, because it is only like 3:30, then maybe, you never know. Okay, I'm on chapter 8 right now of Clown in a Cornfield, but in chapter 7 we had our first death. And is it awful that I'm actually glad that this person died, because I thought that they were going to be like the second main character, and I was like, already no, immediately no, I don't like you, you're irritating, go. And then and then the killer clown got them, and I was like, oh, you know. 2020 has shaped me as a different person, let me tell you. I'm starting to listen to the audiobook just for a little while, and I'm doing some like colouring in. But I am going to physically read then. I'm absolutely loving this readathon so much. Guys, it is now 5:10 in the evening, and I've just finished book 2 of the readathon. So the book that I finished was Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. Honestly, I didn't really enjoy this book, and I know it was a reread, and I think last year when I read it I told myself I loved it more than I did because it was a graphic novel, and back then I thought that I couldn't not enjoy graphic novels because they were so fast and so pretty. And honestly, it's not my favourite. It does have very good autumn vibes. However, it is just a little bit too miscommunication for my liking. That is one of my least favourite tropes. I think I'm going to give this a 3-star or a 2.5 star. It's not necessarily bad, I was just bored throughout, and I know I said I was going to make this a Halloween tradition with reading this once a year, but honestly I'm not sure. So I did this to kind of break up the reading because this was one of the books that I needed to read. So the only book left on my TBR is Clown in a Cornfield. So I think I'm going to take a little break right now. We're going to have some dinner. We're gonna play some Halloween games, watch a spooky movie or two, and yeah, then I will get back into reading later in the night. I am gonna take a break, caffeinate later for sure, and probably take off my makeup before the next clip too. Hello guys, it is now 10:04 p.m. I took a big break because I watched The Invisible Man with my mum, which was so scary, so good, and the perfect ending. But it was spooky, especially at the start when you kind of didn't know what was going on. I highly recommend that one. And then we carved a pumpkin, which I think I did get some clips of and some pictures of, which I will have inserted before this. But yeah. Anyways, as you can see, I have changed out of my Harry Styles outfit and my makeup is removed because we're peak comfort here and it is pretty late. So I'm currently on chapter 12 of Clown in a Cornfield, which is page 171, and it's amazing. It's definitely getting a lot like spookier and killier, if that's not even a word, but like there's more people being killed, and it's like this one night, and you're kind of trying to figure out who's where, who has an alibi, who is this, and I have no idea so far. I don't even know if the person has been introduced so far, like I don't know, but I'm really enjoying it. So I'm literally about halfway through, and I'm hopefully not going to be going to bed until I finish this book, because that was my original TBR. I did have another book on my TBR, The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. We will play it by ear how it is going, but I definitely want to finish this top priority. So I was listening to the audiobook while I cleaned my room, because my room had gotten so messy with all the outfit changes, and in order to take pictures here I needed to like move everything off of surfaces over onto my desk. So my desk was a mess, so I decided to listen to the audiobook, which is on script by the way, as I cleaned up. So now it's all cleaned and I think I'm going to physically read for a little while and then get back to you. But I am thoroughly enjoying this readathon, thoroughly enjoying this book. I have got a glass of my waddy, so not very caffeinated, but it is technically like 70% water, so I mean we're hydrating. I'm probably going to have another coffee tonight just to perk up, because I don't want to go to bed until I finish this. I was also considering watching starting watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, because I want to get the perfect mix of spooky movies and TV and spooky books. So yeah, honestly I have no idea how much I will read. I am going to try and finish this now, or read like another chunk of this now, and then I will decide if I'm going to read The Halloween Tree, if I'm going to read The Diviners, if I'm going to finish this. I'll let y'all know, but I hope you're having an amazing night, because I'm having an amazing night. It was just so much fun. Hello guys, it is just after 11 o'clock and I've gotten myself a little caffeine and sugar fix. I made myself a vanilla latte and some Pop-Tarts, because honestly I'm not tired, but I'm hitting that stage where I'm not energetic, I'm not awake. So I'm on page 274 of Clown in a Cornfield, which is amazing considering the fact that there's like 340 pages in it, I think 320, I'm not sure, just over 300 pages, and I'm almost finished, so that's really exciting. I'm definitely going to finish that tonight, and then I'll decide whether I want to pick up another book or not. I am pretty sure that The Halloween Tree is very, very short, so I might pick that one up, but we're just gonna see. I might take a break and watch a booktube video as I enjoy my tea, but yeah, that is just where we're at. Okay, so far in the book it's very good, but it's not mind-blowing. It's not one of my new favorite books. I don't know what stars it's getting, like probably around a 4 at this moment in time. not that it's not good, it is good, it's thrilling, it's like a slasher, it's literally like a horror movie, but like not that scary. But I don't know, there's something about it that I'm just kind of like, okay, but is this it? Like, is there gonna be huge twists? Is there gonna be like more going on, you know? Like, not that people getting killed by killer clowns isn't enough, but I want some like twists, you know? Maybe I'm just used to like thrillers instead of like horrors. But yeah, that is my thoughts on it at the moment. I will get back to you in a little while when I have more updates. Hello guys, good morning. Today is Sunday the 1st of November. Happy November. It's officially like Christmas celebration time now. So technically the readathon ended 2 hours ago, but for me it ended last night at 12:30 when I went to bed. I was honestly planning staying up so much later, but I'd finished the book that I wanted to finish. I was a little bit tired, but really I was just freaking terrified. So I finished Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesare. I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. It wasn't anything spectacular. There was an action plot. I was expecting the event that happened in the prologue to kind of make a comeback throughout the book and have that the main plot of the book, but it wasn't, which was really strange. Like it wasn't even really a thing later in the book. I really did enjoy it. It was thrilling. There were twists and turns, I guess you could, well, was there twists and turns? I don't know, but it was very fast paced and I did enjoy it, but I wasn't scared. Now, I was scared late at night because all of my family had gone to bed and I could only think in my head of the 2 horror books that I've read and the horror movie that I watched. So that was the only thing going around in my head, but as the book goes, it wasn't actually that scary. Like it was suspenseful at times when they were like running from the clowns and stuff, but honestly, was it scary? No. I am a wimp, but honestly, I don't know what got into me, but those books just did not scare me yesterday, even though they were the most terrifying books that I've ever read. So I did really enjoy them. I really enjoyed the readathon. I managed to read 3 books. I managed to read Horrid, which was 5 out of 5 stars, Pumpkinheads, which was 3 out of 5 stars, and Clown in a Cornfield, which was 4 out of 5 stars. And it's a high 4, like it was a really good book, but it just was not a 5-star read. So in total, I read 872 pages and I'm really, really pleased with myself. I had such an amazing Halloween. Like I managed to fit everything into the one day. I carved a pumpkin, we played some games, we watched a scary movie, I read 3 scary books. It was just honestly perfect and I'm so glad that I did this readathon, and I hope to make this an annual thing, but maybe next year hopefully COVID won't be a thing and we'll be able to actually do things. But anyways, I had so much fun. I hope you had fun watching this video. Comment the ghost emoji if you watched this far, and I will see you again very soon in the next video. This was probably my last spooky vlog and it's on to Christmas content from here. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one.